Hi, my name is Sandor. I'm here as part of the Young Alberta Book Society video series. Lots of writing tips out there for some great Alberta authors. I have a couple of other videos in this series as well, and I hope that you're enjoying everything that you're seeing on the Yabs TV channel here on YouTube. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that we don't talk enough about with students, and it's called writing to space, or I guess what you'd say is taking out a lot of the stuff that you've written maybe in your first draft and sharpening it, making it shorter. Now, you guys are probably all thinking, making it shorter, but isn't my stuff a lot better if I write longer? Aren't teachers more impressed if I fill more pages? After all, if I get an assignment and it's got a word count on it, and a lot of you are getting to that age where you're getting assignments with word counts. A book report has to be 500 words. This essay has to be 1,000 words. And you are all probably writing a lot of extra words. There's some buts and therefores and transition paragraphs to get to that word count because you might have thought, wow, I wrote this and it's 800 words and I need to get to 1,000. And you add some extra words in. That really aren't necessary, but they add to the word count. We all did it. I did it when I was your age. Trust me, I became an expert at doing things like therefore and what have you. But that's not really how the writing world works. When you become a professional writer, did I just do professional writers in air quotes? I think I did. What you need to be aware of is that you always have to write to space. And the biggest challenge for writers isn't writing long, it's writing short. In fact, the best mark of a great writer is a writer who can do it in fewer words. As an editor and as a writer, I've come to learn that over the years. You have to learn how to edit your work and maybe actually chop things down to make it read better. And for example, I'm going to give you an example from the magazine I edit, which is Avenue Magazine. You may have seen it if you live in the Edmonton area. And let's say every month I do an editor's note. You might just see it there. And you can see that's maybe about 400 words. And each month I have to write to that space. The space doesn't change. They don't give me more space because I think I have more to say or more to write that month. I have to fill that space and that space only. And that often means that I have to cut it down because most writers, when you get to the point where you're writing a lot, write way too long. And the big part of what we have to do is editing it down, chopping some stuff out, taking stuff that might be unnecessary out of it. I've written a lot of books in the Lorimer Sports series. Easy Out is the latest one that just came out in 2020. But for this series, I am told that I really can't go over 25,000 words. And while 25,000 words might seem like a lot to a young writer, to someone who's been out there for a while, it's actually not that much. And a lot of times, again, when I write a first draft, I think, oh, I filled notebook after notebook, and I filled my laptop with words, and I have this wonderful story, and then I realize I have to take about 10,000 words out of it. So the best way to do this, to prepare yourself for the editing you're going to have to do, is to write a lot shorter when you can. So let's try a couple of things that are going to help you write not long, but write the best way of all, write short. All right, so for your little assignment or exercise, try to write a story. It can be whatever you'd like, but keep it to one page. And I mean one page writer style. When we submit our manuscripts, generally, I use Courier, which is the font that looks like a typewriter, 12-point, double spaced. All writers double space. So keep your story to one page. Or you could try this even more daunting exercise. For the second daunting exercise, well, actually not so daunting, at least it might not seem that way, because I'm going to ask you to write a story. Write an actual thought, a story that puts us in a setting, gives us a character in the length of one tweet. And if your parents or your teacher gives you permission, online or in person, feel free to tweet them at me, at Steven Sandor. Thanks for watching this video, and remember, try to write short. You can do it. Thanks for watching, and check out some more great videos here on Yabs TV.